Anti-racist societies, I think, is something that a lot of people are saying at the moment, but not everybody has a clear understanding of what we are talking about. And I think sometimes people confuse non-racist societies with an anti-racist society. I think for me, an anti-racist society is a society that has significant race literacy. So it's what I mean by that is that you actually understand how racism is ingrained in our Western democratic societies and how it actually works. And in the German context in particular, I think we have moved away from talking about race, which has stifled our ability to work towards an anti-racist society as such. So an anti-racist society for me requires understanding the histories of racism and how it functions, and not just saying that we don't want a racist society without really analyzing the nitty-gritty aspects of it. And for me, the nitty-gritty is really about being able to read it. So when I say literacy, is really about learning how to read a society in which racism has become so fundamental. An anti-racist society for me is also about rethinking the structures that we normalize, and that includes our economic system. It includes our systems of how we relate to each other. So given the context in which I am at the moment, Aotearoa New Zealand, which is in settler colonial context, which has an indigenous population, an anti-racist society for me would inherently also have to be a decolonized society in which indigenous sovereignty is recognized and in which indigenous ways of being are at the forefront. It's a society that would reconsider its relationship to land, and yeah, its relationship to how we exist in interdependency with our environment, broadly speaking. So when I speak about anti-racism, I think it's a very broad approach to what that has to look like, but it often starts with really understanding what racism is, and not only at the surface level, really understanding the histories of it, which means to have a really solid understanding of colonial history and having a really good understanding of the economic system that we've created for ourselves. And an anti-racist society would be challenging the normalized structures that we currently experience and see.